2 points in the beginning because you don't guard a guy or get a back cut or do something are the same 2 points as they are at the end of the game. They just all add up. So games aren't lost with a free throw at the end. We just magnify it.
When I found out I was going to the Hall of Fame, I was excited, but when I found out I was going there with Steve Smith, I lit up like a Christmas tree because I watched him. I wanted to be just like him. He's been my mentor and a big brother figure to me. So
he just embodies what a Spartan basketball player is. When you start looking at the definition of a Spartan basketball player under the Tom Izzo era, you know, that name, Mateen Cleaves, and Michigan State goes hand in hand.
I never ever played for awards. I just played to win, and so, but to be going into the Hall of Fame with all these greats that's going in tonight.
Well, it means a lot. I mean, you start talking about all the class that's going in with me is unbelievable. You had the headliners and Tony Dungy, you know, my favorites, Pam McGee. I grew up watching her, and my little brother, Mateen Cleaves, Tyrone Wheatley, the list goes on and on, Lomas Brown. I mean, it just keeps going.
Steve Smith, a guy I idolized, wanted to be just like, still my mentor to this day. It means the world to me to be going into the Hall of Fame with these guys.
My foundation is here, you know, everybody, including Tom Izzo. You know, hopefully wishing, you know, that Judd Heathcote could be here, but understandable. But my Persian high school team is here, my wife, my kids, my dad.
Coach Izzo just came in. That made my day, and it means a lot to me.
But that's what separates Tom Izzo. And I thank him because I know the commitment to being able to prepare for a type of game in Indiana and then come down here and have to turn around and go back. So I definitely, from my heart, gives out to Tom Izzo for taking that special time to come down and see us.
Steve, you know, got me the job in a way, and Mateen solidified it and kept me here. So I owe a lot to those two guys. Plus, they've both been so good to the program. I mean, you know, you look at what Steve Smith's done with our academic center. He continues to give back. He's here all the time. He supports football and basketball. Mateen, being closer, does the same thing, you know, where he's here a lot, spends time with our players. And both of them are the type of guys, when things don't go right, they're the first to call.
That meant the world to Steve and to Mateen. To see Coach Izzo in the audience supporting them on a special night. But that's the man. That's why he's got a great program going.
It just says the type of person he is. I mean, he got one of the biggest games of his life tomorrow, playing against the #1 team in the country. But yeah, he found time to make it down here, and that just a testament to who he is as a person. And that's my guy. I love him to death do his power, and you know, he means the world to me.
It's really cold. Obviously, we have, you know, the whole Izzone coming out early. You know, tip-off's at 7. You know, we got here at 10. Everyone else is here. Obviously, you can see the line goes all the way around down to the end there. And, you know, being here at 10, we're one of the first people's here. But, you know, it's the first top 10 matchup, you know, in Breslin history. So top five. I apologize.
It's very cold out here today, but being from Michigan, we can take it with the hat, and you know, we're all bundled up out here, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cold out here, but everyone's got a great attitude. This atmosphere is unbeatable. You really can't beat it.
It's a huge deal because we just got ranked #4. We just beat our rival Michigan, got a road win. They're on a hot streak, so we're hoping to come back and get redemption and beat Indiana.
We were out here for about 4 hours last week waiting for the game, and I think we got out here about 5.5 hours early for this game, getting ready for it. It's huge.
It's definitely colder this week. You know, last week we had the temperature, but this week we got the wind. You know, the wind is definitely a big factor in, you know, determining how cold it is. You know, especially when we got here earlier in the day.
It's way colder today. There is wind.
It's colder tonight. I think it is. I can't feel my toes anymore.
Everybody out here supports the team, supports the program. The alumni's been great. I heard they spent $1,000 on Jimmy John's to give to all of us, and you know, we we just can't thank them enough for that.
I mean, the staff here at the Breslin has been really supportive. They've given us hot chocolate throughout the day. In addition, we've had Mena's come out, we've had Jimmy John's come out, even Little Caesars come out, Domino's has come out, and they've all given us food to make sure that we all have energy for the game tonight. This is the best that Izzone's going to be tonight. The most hype that the Izzone and the Breslin has been all year.
And I've seen a lot of different things happen over the years, but when you think about, as you said, our community got involved with our students. I mean, how often does that happen? And in a positive way, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Thank goodness, we're getting pizza brought to us. These guys were giving us hot chocolate. I don't know what I'd be doing if my friends weren't bringing me things.
We just had someone bring us a pizza, actually, and it was really nice. It's just makes it a lot easier. Makes it a little less hard.
I mean, this is tough. I mean, sitting out here in this type of weather to get in there early to see the game, so that's great support. So, I mean, I feel like it's only my job to try to get those guys the same support they gave us.
We've been receiving some national. There goes some more pizza. Yeah! Woo!
This is beautiful. They're out here. I mean, it's just amazing, man. And that's why I'm here. I'm here because playing in the football stadium and this is where the energy comes from. And the basketball team, big game, fans know it. They're out here in the cold, and this is what it's about. And that's why you come to Michigan State.
Well, we're all just super excited about the matchup tonight between IU, top 5 matchup and all that. And so us as football players, we just thought we'd come out here, and most of these fans are ones that'll be waiting out for our games too. So we're just trying to distribute the love and show them our appreciation for them and how dedicated they are to making the atmosphere great in here.
Oh, it's great. I mean, we're pretty loud on our own, but when everyone around us is pulling for us, we're that much louder.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I've been out here for 5 minutes in and out, and I can already tell you I'm cold already, so I can't imagine what they're going through. Like Josiah said, this is all Spartan Nation right here. This is what makes Spartan Nation up, and these are the fans that really excel us and push us out on the field. And obviously right now there could be other ways to reward them, but I'm sure hot chocolate will do the trick for at least some of them to hold them over for a little bit. So we're just trying to push them through and get through the night, and at that point the basketball team will take over and show them.
To me, this is what the players have to see. This is why you work hard in the off season. This is why you work hard when no one knows what you're doing. It's because look at these guys, these girls, these students. They're out here to watch and support their team, and I mean it's a powerful thing. And again, this is why you come to Michigan State.
I mean, the community, they're bringing us food. They're bringing us hot chocolate. TJ Junkett just brought us 40 pizzas. So they're keeping us energized and ready to get in there and be loud.
That's what the Spartan family is all about. The fans are here for us, and we're putting on the show. We try and put on a show for all of them. So it's just one big family, and we're just trying to keep it that way, a close group.
I mean, I think that's big. I mean, just for the community to come out and support these guys, because they know how important this game is, and not only for the players but for the fans and for the people and everybody around. So I think it's a big thing.
We're all really excited. All the energy is here, and we're ready to win, and we're ready to have a good student section.
We've been getting some good publicity. I've heard a couple announcers say that we have the best home court advantage in the nation. That's really saying something to us. This is the best atmosphere in the country.
We know that this is a huge game for MSU, the biggest game in a long time, so it helps us get going.
I mean, that's definitely a big thing. I mean, just having that 6 man out there, the court, the Izzone, the crowd, to get you through these tough games. I mean, because this is going to be a tough game. I mean, it's going to be a lot of runs, and you're going to need the crowd to be on your back to help you and push you through it.
I mean, I know several of the guys on IU's team played against 2 of them in high school. So it's a personal one for me, like last week was for most of the Michigan guys.
My entire family went to Indiana. My family's from Indiana, and I'm here, and we're just having rivals all day long. We've been talking to each other.
I grew up a Spartan fan, so I mean, these young men and women, they're going to have kids who are Spartan fans. They're going to tell stories about this game. They're going to tell stories about waiting in the cold for hours. And, I mean, I love this university, and I love the fans, and let's give them some energy. Let the guys go out and win and play hard and represent Spartan pride. Go green.
It's awesome. I mean, it's one of the best atmospheres, and I've been a big basketball guy all through my time in high school, and I've loved it and everything. And I'm their biggest fan. I'm close with all the basketball guys and everything, and this is just my way to support them.
I think it's going to be even more crazier. I don't think anyone will sit down in the Breslin tonight. It's number 1 versus number 4.
It's just going to be really loud constantly. It's a big game, number 1 versus number 4, decides the top of the Big Ten standings. Izzone's going to be rocking tonight.
I mean, it's going to be a great atmosphere. I'm just excited to be able to just see it.
Well, you know, anytime you get your special people back here, it's awesome. And you know, Magic is, of course, at the head of that class, and Steve and Mateen and guys like that are here often. You know, Gregory Kelser comes back quite often. I look at some of those great players that have been here, but of course Irvin now, and you know what he's done with his business life. And
ESPN called me and just said, Irvin, we want you to think about calling the Indiana-Michigan State game. What do you think?
Anytime we have him back and his mom and dad were here, it was awesome.
I was excited, no hesitation at all. They don't even have to pay me, I told them. I come for free. See a game like this and be here at Michigan State, Indiana being number 1 in the country, Michigan State, you know, number 4, being here at the Breslin, being back home, get to see my family. And then, you know, I'm really close with Coach Izzo, so, and the program. So it's just great to be a part of a game that's representing the Big Ten Conference, and a game of this magnitude on ESPN. It's just great for me. I would have been watching it at home anyway, so it's nice to be here and to feel the atmosphere, because it's going to be a crazy atmosphere tonight.
They told me Dick Vitale was going to be here, my man Mike Tirico. I said, I'm in, I'm all in, I want to do it.
I love listening to Dick call the game and telling you about not only the coaches, but the players, the crowd. He loves to play with the kids, and he's an ambassador of college basketball. So I'm happy to work with him. I've known Dick since I was in junior high, and then Mike Tirico as well. You know, we're working with 2 of the best in all of not just basketball, but all of sports. And I'm just happy to be a part of their team. And I just hope I don't mess those 2 guys up.
To come home and call a game at, you know, my hometown of Lansing, Michigan, to come to Michigan State University, the place where I play and that I love. I bleed green and white. And then when you think about the fact that Coach Izzo has built an incredible program, and we're ranked number 4 in the country. I mean,
I must remain professional and do my job. Am I going to sit here and lie to you and say I don't want Michigan State to win? I would be lying, and everybody else in here know I would be lying. I love Michigan State, and I hate, and it hurts me when they lose.
For me, I told my dad before I came to the arena tonight, I said, Dad, I think this is the most remarkable job that Coach Izzo has done, because nobody expected us to be this good, and we're playing great, and hats off to Coach Izzo, and we're so happy to have him as our coach at Michigan State University.
And you know, I wish we would have played a little better for him, but at the same time, I think he got a chance to see what this place has turned into up close and personal when you're doing the game from the floor, and the place was rocking. So everybody did their job except us. We didn't quite get ours done.
I'm always nervous with excitement and anticipation, but I'm not nervous to call the game, no. I know basketball, frontwards, backwards, high school, college, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. You put it in the basket, you defend, you pass the basketball, you rebound. I know everything it is to know about basketball, but I'm just happy that I get to call a game like this. If you're gonna call your first game, and probably my last, this is the one you want to be calling. And I'm at Michigan State too, home. I'm excited. Let's get the game going. I'm ready.
Let's go!
And you know, the students got the rest of the people up, and I thought the whole place rocked. You know, these last couple weeks, but almost this whole Big Ten season, this place has been at another level. And our job is to keep playing so that it stays there, and their job is to keep showing up so it stays there, because it is becoming again, like it was, maybe one of the top 5 places to play in the country.
It's part of basketball. We still had our chances. You know, if we make some plays ourselves or make some free throws, we still win the game. And but it was 2 good teams, played hard. Second half, I thought we played harder than we did the first half. I thought Indiana played awfully hard the whole game. I guess we've played the #1 team in the country to a couple-point game at their place and our place, and you probably can take something out of that, but you know, you can also take something out that we didn't answer the bell tonight, if you ask me, early in the game. And I made a big point to tell my team, I think we get too caught up with everybody and TV and everything, where we always talk about buzzer beaters and end of the game plays. 2 points in the beginning because you don't guard a guy or get a back cut or do something are the same 2 points as they are at the end of the game. They just all add up. So games aren't lost with a free throw at the end. We just magnify it. That game was lost early, I thought. I did not think we did a good enough job early, and they really took it at us, and you got to give Indiana a lot of credit for that.
We just got to try to, accept the fact that, Indiana came in and played as hard as they could. There's nothing that we could do about it now. We just got to keep moving forward, and teams will get better.
Had them at the end, and some players went their way. We missed some free throws, and then we just couldn't pull it out. So, that's tough when, we were right there.
You never know what's going to happen. It is the Big Ten. It's crazy. It's been crazy so far this year. And so we'll just see what happens.
We got off to such a poor start. I kept telling my staff that, if we can be within 10 at halftime, we got a chance. And then when we were 6, we were kind of ecstatic. And, maybe the best lineup I had when we came back there in the second half was the 3 freshmen and Dawson and Trice for a minute. And so we had 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores in there, and we just had some guys that struggled.
We gotta learn from our mistakes and move on and get ready for Ohio State.
We made some big mistakes, and they were able to capitalize. So we just gotta learn from it and keep moving forward.
It hurts. It really hurts your heart. We were up 3 with, I think it was like a minute or less than a minute left, and we just didn't pull it out. It was a little frustrating. You prepare for it. You do everything you can during the game, and you just lose at the last second. It stinks.
Ohio State's a different team than the one we played early, because they are getting contributions from different guys, and they still got, with one of the best defensive guards in the country, and they still have Thomas, who's capable of getting 30 any night you play him.
Ohio State, they're going to definitely have play hard against us. We got them here at the Breslin, so they're going to try to not let us get a win on their home court, and it's going to be a tough game.
They have other guys stepping up and fulfilling certain roles for their team. Of course, Deshaun Thomas is still leading Big Ten in scoring. So we obviously going to have our hands full guarding him. But I feel like it should be a very scrappy game. Those guys are going to come out playing hard, and we're going to try to match their intensity. Hopefully, we come out with a win.
We got to get Keith going. There's no question that he's our quarterback, and as it goes up front, it usually goes, and we got to get him going, and we got to get a little bit more basketball at a couple other guys. But Nixon, Payne did a pretty good job, and Harris did a very good job, and we just didn't get enough out of enough other people.
They just rallied to the ball once they threw it in the post, which made it hard for me and Payne to get jump hooks and other scores off. Yeah, pretty frustrating. We lost 2 in a row, but we're just going to have to bounce back next week. Yeah, we're just trying to be aggressive on defense and offense by rebounding and getting easy baskets.
So it was very frustrating. I just didn't think we did the things we needed to do defensively, but give Ohio State credit. Give Kraft credit. He single-handedly almost beat us and did a good job. The ball screens, we just didn't handle them very well. And as I said to the media, I got to take some of the blame for that. Didn't make very good adjustments, and hopefully we'll adjust better.
We gotta get back in the gym and get some extra shots.
It's hard to have 7 days in between a game. You're not going to practice all 7. You got to give some time off. And, it'd be nice to have maybe play Thursday or something. But at the same time, we're going to take advantage of it and try to get better and try to watch some more film and try to really understand where we're at.